Are you also wondering what the hell you're doing with your life? Well, welcome back to this mini-series, or welcome if you're new. Like most people, I have been wondering what I'm doing and where I should be heading. I just recently turned 21 this summer, and I've been struggling with what my calling is. It's so hard to think only about my own life when I see influencers on social media and I'm constantly comparing my lifestyle to theirs. However, one, it's impossible to compare something like that when we're living completely opposite lives. And two, it's just not healthy when it may not be something attainable. I need to focus on the current life that I'm living and not so focused on how others are living. Just because people are posting on social media and they appear happy doesn't mean that's the reality. And that's really hard for me to but to realize that even though they may be on vacation, they might not be the happiest. So to try to feel more like myself and focus on myself, I decided to put on a playlist that makes me happy, have a little dance party, and work on the collage. So, to try to help my anxiety about the future, this past month, I've been trying to do activities on my own in order to try to break out of my comfort zone. For example, I've been going for walks by myself, I've been going snowboarding a lot, as well as picking up on reading again. Oh, and teaching myself ukulele. And I know these things might not seem like I'm breaking out of my comfort zone. However, for me, it helps to distract my mind from the future and just focus on the small things. I don't know if I really need to explain how collages work to anybody, but I had some leftover magazines in the attic, so I just started flipping through the pages and looking for images that made me happy, that, made me feel like myself, or just maybe something that I might be striving for in the future. I thought that this could kind of act like a vision board, so that whenever I felt sad or alone, I could look at it and think about what I'm working for. For example, it's really easy for me when I'm working on school to just get frustrated and want to stop. However, I need to remind myself I'm working for my future. I'm working for my kids. I want to set myself up. And if it's frustrating me right now, to take deep breaths, relax, and maybe come back to it later. So to create kind of a mindless work for myself, I thought that this was a really good idea. It helped me, to not think about the cons and negatives of life, and made me appreciate the positives. After looking over all of the images that I cut out, I tried to think of a theme that they all kind of related to, and I actually found the words back to the basics, which I thought was perfect, and, kind of related on focusing back to my core and what makes me happy. It also kind of ended up to be kind of like back to the basics of life and homesteading, which I also really love the idea of that. So that made me happy, that just everything that made me happy kind of worked towards my goal. So that was really cool to see. So just other examples I found, like water and plants and the mountains and cool art, and I was like, wow, this does represent me. And at the end of it, it was just really nice to see all of the positives that I could come up with even when I was feeling down. So feel free to maybe skip towards the end. The rest of this will just be a time lapse of different images that I found that represented me and made me happy, like that one right there. Just an outside eating scenery just made me happy, and I wanted to strive for it. So I just kind of wanted to give you maybe like an in-depth explanation of why I did all of these. So the strawberries, I love strawberries. Flowers, I love flowers. This triangle house, I really want one like that. So I just thought that was crazy. That front porch and the rainbow just looks so pretty. An outdoor bathroom would be awesome and just so peaceful and relaxing. I have that bird, the flowers again. Like, I just love outdoors. I have that artwork of that lady. I don't know why I added that in there. I guess it just kind of made me happy. Yeah, it's a close-up of her. I also I just felt really creative with those flowers. I was cutting them out in fun shapes. That tomato, I curved the flowers around it. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I really liked that house out in the woods with some wildflowers. Oh, this boat, because I love being on water. And yeah, up in that corner, there's just mirrors and colors that just made me happy. And that super cool table that maybe one day I'll try to make. And of course a cat, because all I talk about is my cat. She's my only personality trait. And then that record table, because I really enjoy music. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day.